Hi, it's Jason Perico for Bianchi Honda, suggesting you start your new year with a new Honda. Start by leasing America's best-selling SUV, the 2016 Honda CR-V EX all-wheel drive with standard features including moonroof, heated seats, touchscreen display, and more for only $299 a month with no money down. Lease Erie's favorite, the 2016 CR-V EX all-wheel drive for an amazing $299 a month here at Bianchi Honda.
Time now for the Gannon Golden Knights Coaches Show. He is head coach John Reilly. Coach, how are you?
Pretty good.
Tough week. You had a couple losses. Edinburgh, Slippery Rock. The one I want to start with is Edinburgh, and it was 78-77. I just told you I was watching this from another event. Heartbreaker late. It's really the only way I can sum it up.
I just think the story of it was just defensively, we just struggled. Once we went up 18 in the second half, I think it was about 18 or 19 to go in the game. We struggled to get stops, and obviously I feel Mason's probably the best guard in the league, and Brogdon got it going, Mason got it going, and after that it just seemed like we were not able to get stops. And saying that, we're up with till 14 seconds to go in the game. I think we turned it over and they banged the three, and go at one, and then we had a pretty good shot at the buzzer. But the story of it was defensively, I thought we were very poor, and not any knock to Edinburgh because they made the shots, but in terms of what we've done over the years, in terms of what we do, we just weren't very hard to play against.
Looking at the halftime score, 42-26. It kind of makes sense. Again, you're going into halftime. You'd like it to be a little bit more urgent almost for the second half. But with that, Edinburgh was still hungry for playoffs. I mean, they still had something to play for.
Right, but we have things to play for too, and don't really care about the other team. We have things to play for. So it's always a game. You're playing against yourself, and we came out and we went up. We went up 18 and actually had a couple of good shots to probably really should have been up 22. But for whatever reason, we momentum is something, and we just didn't do a good job of getting them to miss shots when we had to, and we had people on the people, but we didn't make a miss, and then we fouled a couple of shooters, and we had 21 assists in the game and only 13 turnovers, but the 13 turnovers really hurt us because they were live ball turnovers, and Edinburgh I think scored 20 points out of that. So that's really pretty much the story of that game.
Looking at it, and I go off the GannonSports.com recap, of course, it marked Evan Phoenix the dunk late, and the way it read, it seemed like everything was trending in your favor at that point. Did you see anything that tipped you off that things were going to go awry? Or?
No, and it's not that they went awry. It's you got to get a stop. You got to get a stop. Like, it's not like we it's you rope a ball and you hope you get a stop. We have to get a stop. There's a certain mentality that you have, and for whatever reason, and sometimes you just got to give credit. Their want-to was just better than ours at that time, and we weren't able to get the stop, and that's disappointing. But our guys gave themselves a chance to win. Obviously, we didn't finish it.
I was really surprised to see Jamin Mason's a redshirt junior. Is that another year of Jamin Mason?
Hey, I've had pretty good players here too.
No doubt, no doubt.
And I definitely have good enough players now to be able to beat them. So we don't get crazy with any guys other people have. We respect their guys. Hey, we got good players too.
Let's talk about one of yours then, Damon Murad. You didn't underestimate him, but early on I thought that he filled a role really nicely. Now he's become a guy who he can win a game for you if you ask him to.
He can, but again, we really needed him to be better last week too.
Okay.
And so all of our guys are good players. All of them can get better. We shouldn't be having any issues. Surely we're not satisfied with being in second place. If you'd have told me in September that we would have had second place locked up with a couple weeks ago in the regular season, I've said, you're crazy. There's no way. But with that being said, we have to get better as individuals. We have to get better collectively as a team, and that's where our focus is. It's not any one particular guy. We're not any good unless we're playing well cohesively.
Slippery Rock, another tough one, and again, credit where it's due. Meredith Green in this one seemed to be tough to stop, but it was a relief for me to see. It doesn't help. You want the win, but you did out-rebound Slippery Rock, which is something that was
Right, but rebounding is not the key stat. The key stat is turnovers. We beat Slippery Rock last time. They out-rebounded us by 10. We beat them. Rebounding's great, but again, it's the turnovers. But in this game as well, it came down to being able to stop them, and we got a nice lead early, and then we weren't able to stop them in the first half, and we weren't able to get key stops. Now, we have guys that are good enough to get key stops, but both those games were very, very similar. We had a chance to win both games, but defensively, we just weren't able to stop them. So that's really our focus right now is we must improve defensively in a couple areas, because if we do, we could make a nice run in this tournament. There's no doubt.
That's what, looking at the tournament, it's kind of a sprint almost, isn't it? You've got to get your Iron 5 ready to go, and you can almost sprint through that tournament with those 5.
No doubt. And I don't know if I'd feel any different if we won both games last week, going into our last game and then going, I don't know.
It's almost like this is the best time for you to drop 2 games.
I mean, hey, we have issues. We've known we've had issues all year, and our guys have done a great job of really playing pretty cohesively together. We know we've struggled defensively all year, but we're so much better offensively, but we've struggled defensively. So if this group had a little bit of, if we could just get that defense shored up a little bit, there's no telling, because we can beat anybody. And we played a challenging schedule, so we are prepared, and we've been through a lot of tough games. But with that being said, on our side, anybody can beat anybody. So that's not just coaches talk when I say that. It's true. IUP's a little bit ahead of everybody else, and everybody else is pretty much the same. But with that being said, too, IUP, we had a chance to beat them. Mercer's had a chance to beat them. Edinburgh's had a chance to beat them. It's wide open.
Yeah, you meet them on the right night. The bye week, I know you'll take it in stride. I know you well enough not to ask what you think of it, but does it come at a good time for you?
I think it does. I think the schedule this year is laid out great for us. In terms of, I've liked our schedule. And we're taping this on Tuesday, and we practiced yesterday. We'll practice today. I'll give them off Wednesday. We'll practice Thursday, practice Friday, play Saturday, and then we get going for next week, which we'll play Wednesday. So it's really been great. We've had intense, very, very competitive practices. Just again, trying to get better. That's our big key. I've got a great group. I've said that all year, and just trying to get us to play a little bit tougher, a little bit more determined, and a little bit hungrier.
Do you know off the top of your head what, I should have looked at this, the time span is between your final game with Mercyhurst and the start of the tournament?
The tournament will start Monday.
Okay.
We'll play Wednesday. So really, that's great too,
Yeah.
because we stay on the same in terms of Saturday, Wednesday. So it's the way it lays out is great. That first game, our first tournament game, will be a very, very tough game, just like every game we've had this year. I mean, and again, that's just not coaches talk, because it's going to be somebody that's very familiar with us, that we're very familiar with them, and but again, hey, we're looking forward to playing these games.
Any chance of resting players?
What do you mean?
In the Mercyhurst game to prepare for Wednesday?
No. We're trying to win the game, and we're going to play our best players, whoever that is. I think basketball is a lot different than football. You have more. We got to try to win the next game. Period.
It should be a little different than football.
It's a little different. It actually is much different. But
depending on the fans you ask, some people think it looks like football sometimes.
Hey, I wish they'd let us play a little bit more football, to be honest
Coach,
with
I
you.
got to ask you the burning question after this weekend. I don't know how much of NBA festivities you caught, but the world, is it flat? Is it round? That's what everybody wants to know.
I watched zero of the NBA festivities. I'm not into that stuff. I'm into basketball.
Do you know what I'm referencing?
Don't even know, because I'll tell you what I did on Sunday. I went up and watched Adam Blazek play.
Nice.
And that was a pleasure, just being able to kind of get away, because it was the first Sunday we haven't had to watch film in a long time, and I just wanted to get away. So I didn't pay attention to anything going on in the NBA. So explain to me what's going on.
I don't really want to. I don't think you want to know.
I don't want to know.
We'll do it off air. Blazek, has his game actually improved? I mean,
Yes, yes, it has.
worked.
Yes, he has. He's our leading scorer, and it's a nice league. Anybody that wants to go up, Kitchener's not very far away. I recommend going up. Plus, they play games that are just across the border. But he's really built his body up. He didn't shoot it particularly well the day that I saw him, but he's been shooting it pretty good, both from the 2-point and the 3-point range. But he's just, again, I just miss the competitiveness, the toughness defensively, the want to. He's special. He's unique. I've done this 30 years, and had a lot of good ones, but there's some that really stand out. He was one that really stood out. At Slippery Rock game, Mary Jo and Joe Goldcamp came, and we were able to spend a lot of time. Their son Kyle was another great one that we had, and that's kind of why you do it, because there's some special people that you deal with, and you really make some nice relationships. You don't ever know. They're all special. They're all unique in their own way, but you don't ever know when you're going to get another Adam Blazek, when you're going to get another Kyle Goldcamp, when you're going to get another Pierre Howard, or those type of, or Joe Lindsay. You just don't ever know. So you just enjoy those relationships, and you just keep plugging.
Gannon Golden Knights Coaches Show. He is John Reilly. Coach, enjoy the bye week. Work hard. You got Mercyhurst next Saturday. Good luck.
Thanks so much.